This drill is club face calibration in the follow-through position. So oftentimes when we're working on ball flight, I will ask golfers to feel either closing the face a little bit earlier or later or smoother. But basically I'll ask for some face stuff, and I'll ask them, hey, at impact, where did you feel like the club face was pointing? And oftentimes they're unaware of where the club face would be pointing, and the ball may be curving, let's say, off to the right, or it may be kind of diving low left, or it may be hooking a ton. Either way, I will use the follow-through position as a better chance for calibrating the club face. So basically the way that that would look is, instead of having kind of the alignment stick here and getting to impact position and trying to feel the difference there, because they're unaware of exactly where it might be, I'll have them go to follow-through position, kind of right about here, and I'll say, okay, we're gonna dial it in at this point. We're gonna say this first position is square, where it's just short or close to vertical. Then we're gonna say that position is more closed, and we're gonna say that position is open. And so then we're gonna hit some shots, and we're going to see, okay, that was pretty close to square. Yeah, that felt more like it was open. And we'll use that follow-through position and doing 9 to 3s where we can hold in check and calibrating our ball flight based on that. I tend to see the two patterns that really need this training are the ones who get really close, so hit a lot of pull hooks. So basically the first few times they do it, it'll be like this, because they just have a lot of both twisting the club and scooping to let the club pass, and it's finishing more like that. So for them, getting square will feel maybe like more of a hold-off movement. The other option is the golfer who has more of a hold-off movement and zero club face rotation, and they're hitting lots more, balls that are just curving off to the right. For them, it will feel a lot more like that supination pattern in order to hit that checkpoint. But using the follow-through position of where the club face is in space can be a great opportunity for working on your club face awareness. You can also double it with the path awareness. So what'll happen is, oftentimes if you're more twisted like so, it will tend to be a little bit higher and out to the right. And if you tend to be open, I'll use more of a scoop, and the club will finish way low left and open. So finishing where the club is pointing just slightly more in line with the left arm and kind of out towards the target like so, and pretty much straight up and down. Calibrating that follow-through position can be incredibly helpful if you're struggling with club face awareness and club face control down at impact. Okay, so demoing the club face and the follow-through, I'll do it towards this face camera, so I'm going to use that as basically my standard. And then I'm going to use that as my closed and that as my open. So from down the line, I'm just going to baseline. So if I turn so that you can see it, that's my baseline, that's my pretty straight. Now I'm going to do one where I hold that more open, and I'm just going to compare, okay, that's what it felt like with it being more open. Then I'm going to do one where I get exaggeratingly closed. So that was just a little bit more left start line, but now I've kind of got those 3 different versions calibrated. And then I'm going to hit some L to I shots where I can focus on what it feels like and compare the follow-through, or compare the club face there in the follow-through. So more of an L to I. So that felt like it was just slightly open, and then I was kind of closing it more, but it was open in that position. So I'm going to try to get it closed a little bit sooner. So that felt like it was right on my position right through there. I was able to calibrate where the club face was there. That'll ultimately help me with my club face awareness of where I am at impact.